In the chaos of the game, they break it down. Talking trash, cracking jokes, they own this town. PGN podcast, they're on the prowl. Sports and nonsense, they wears a crown. PGN podcast, oh, you can't look away. Stats and laughs, yeah, they save your day. From the field to the mic, they always slay. PGN podcast, here we go.
What up? What up? We're here, PGN Podcast, episode 106, I believe.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to fix the other episode numbers because I didn't know there was an episode on your channel. So, whatever.
It happens.
Yeah. But yeah, we're here, man. Yeah, in Jersey has been like 50 which is pretty damn insane.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, it's been fun. But yeah, how was your week, man?
Week was fine. You know, I did some stuff. Watched some girls basketball. I'm trying to make it to the boys basketball games because they're getting mad at me that I'm giving the girls more love than I'm giving the boys. So I'm like, all right, I got you. But you know, the athletic director from Columbia, she's like, yo, if you're doing all this stuff, we can work something out. So, you know, just some things in the work. Not gonna say too much. I don't want to speak on it, you know, before like kind of, you know, it takes away from it. But
Yeah,
you know, some good stuff going into the year.
that's what's up, man. Yeah, man, my week, same old shit. Different day, man. Just working and hanging out with the son, with the kid. That's about it. Yeah, man, let's get into this episode, man. Let's get to it.
All right. So, you want to talk about playoffs? The way we started off last night, NFL wildcard. You had the Rams versus the Panthers. I'm not going to lie. We all here, I know everyone pretty much chose the Rams over the Panthers because we thought the Panthers weren't going to do much. But turned into one hell of a game, bro. Bryce Young and the Panthers should be proud of themselves. I know they lost, and I know there's no moral victories and all that type of stuff. But to put the Rams against the wall like that, shout out to the Panthers.
And they beat them in the regular season. That was a crazy game. 'Cause I remember that was one of my MVP picks. Like, oh yeah, all right, the Rams should win this easily, and then the Rams lost. So I don't know. It seemed very weird because when the announcers were talking about it, they were saying that supposedly Matt Stafford said in an interview that was the hardest corners he faced all year.
Yeah.
J.C. Horn and I forgot the other corner's name. And they were showing the numbers, and it seemed like he couldn't throw nothing on the outside. Everything on the outside, I think he was like one interception. He was like 1 for 12 or some shit throwing outside the numbers. All their yards that they were getting through the air was up the middle. The linebackers, I guess, in the Panthers are trash because they just kept throwing up the middle. That's how how they were moving up the field was throwing up the middle.
Yep.
But yeah, man, Bryce Young. Which I watched a lot of Panthers games this year because I had Ted McMillan on my fantasy team, and it used to fucking kill me to watch this guy play because Ted will be open so many times and he's overthrowing him, underthrowing him, throwing the ball over here, throwing the ball over there, and Bryce had his moments yesterday where he threw some like good pass, floater touchdown pass at Booker in end zone. That was the best throw of the game he had. But a lot of the throws he had yesterday were like, you know, the guy was open. There wasn't no crazy throws he threw yesterday. So I think eventually they were just getting lucky. Like the block punt was lucky.
Yep.
You know, I don't know if the interception was lucky, but that was a bad interception. Then they had almost another interception in the end zone. And the crew had to play fucking a defensive back on that one and smack it up the guy's hand. That would have been another pick. But then, you know, that was a great throw at the end by Stafford to Parkinson. where he caught it, and then it was a great throw, great catch. This is a great play. But I was saying it in the chat. I'm like, there's no way the Rams lose this. There's no
No.
fucking way the Rams lose this. Like they're gonna come down and score here. There's no way, and they did. Like that was a crazy game. But for some reason, man, and the Rams had to win because, man, if the Panthers went on the next round and had to face, I don't know, I think they were the 4th seed though. I thought they
Yeah.
were the last seed because they were 8 and 9, but they were actually like the 4th or 5th seed or whatever.
Yeah. First seed.
So I don't know who they would have faced. Like, if they would have faced one, they would have.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready for that.
But yeah, I think wait, who is it? The Niners and
Eagles.
right? So it probably would have been. It probably would have been the It probably would have been. Who would have been then?
Yeah, let's go figure that one because I know Bears will host.
Oh, so Bears. So I don't know what the seeding is.
Yeah, because Bears are 2, right? Bears are 2. Lowest seed will play Seattle. I know that, but
yeah, I know the lowest seed plays Seattle, but they were the 4th seed, I believe. Let me see here. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, they were the 4th seed. Green Bay's the 7th. So San Fran and Philly. So San Fran, let's say, wins, then they would have faced Seattle, and then Carolina would have faced the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina and Bears, I don't know. That might would have been tough. I don't know. So yeah, I was just saying in the chat, assuming that I thought since they were 8 and 9, they were like the lowest seed, but they won the division, so they were technically the 4th seed, which is crazy. But yeah, man, I think that that was a crazy game, and luckily they pulled it off, man, because a lot of people had coming into the playoffs the Rams as a team that going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine they would have lost the first round. That would have been nuts.
So yeah. So if Philly wins, they'll travel to the Bears. So Philly Bears, maybe Bears can get revenge for the double doink that happened a couple of years ago. But like once again, a very, very, really good start to the wild card and playoff games this week. Then we had the second game of the night. We had the Packers versus the Bears.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, you said in the chat, Matt LaFleur might need to get checked because, bro, how do you have a 21-3 lead going into the half and you only score 6 points in the second half? Dog.
Yeah. That was I think Kofi said that. Kofi said that about Matt LaFleur. I mean, I don't know, man. It's 6 points is crazy. But go ahead, finish your point.
No, I'm just gonna say, I've been saying this since the start of the season. I think you agreed. The Packers are still living off of that really good run that Jordan Love had in the playoffs where they went to the NFC Championship. They are still living off of that playoff run. And they haven't won a playoff game since. It's kind of crazy. Matt LaFleur, your seat just got a little hot because I don't know how you negotiate contracts right now, bro. I don't know. You go on.
I don't know. I think it's I don't know. It sucks because look at right. We saw Tyler Luke miss that field goal, right? And that inevitably cost Harbaugh his job because if they go to the playoffs, Harbaugh is staying there.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what kind of run they go on, the Ravens, facing the Texans. Maybe they beat the Texans. Maybe they win the next round. We don't know. We've seen magical runs. I'm wearing a Giants sweater right now. I'm a Giants fan. I've seen magical runs twice. You know what I mean? Like beating fucking, the 15-1 Packers at Green Bay. Like just insanity. You know what I'm saying? So once you get in the playoffs, you don't know what kind of run you could go on. And you even mentioned the Packers went on a run. They beat the Cowboys. They won the next round.
Yep.
Once you get there, if you get kind of hot, you don't know what could happen. You know what I mean? So it's just unfortunate that the Packers yesterday lost because their kicker missed 2 field goals and an extra point.
Yep.
Like, how do you miss an extra point, dude? Like, how do you miss these shits? Like, and then to even say, right, if it's 31-28, you make the extra point. It's 31-28. Do you even trust him to make the field goal to tie the game? Like,
No.
you know what I mean? Like, the kicker put the Packers in a bad spot.
Yep.
But to go into it, like you said, 6 points in the second half. And I believe that the Packers let their foot off the gas because they were up 21-3. The Caleb Williams was screaming on the sideline. He was screaming. His ankle was hurt. He looked like he was tired. They looked flustered. They didn't look good. They didn't look good.
At all.
You know, and I think Kofi was in the chat like, man, this shit might be over. You know what I mean? And it just looked bad. But give credit to the Bears, man. They stuck it through. Caleb Williams, he made some incredible fucking throws, man. Throws on the run. Just, man, Ben Johnson, that motherfucker's about to be the highest paid coach in the fucking NFL type shit because the plays he was calling in the second half were crazy. Colston Loveland looked like Travis Kelce in his prime.
Yes, he did. He was rookie.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. The Bears, I think this is more on how the Bears won the game than the Packers lost the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like you could say the field goals cause a problem on the extra point, but like we said, 6 points in the second half. Surprisingly, the Bears really had no good run defense, and the Packers couldn't run on them. Josh Jacobs was non-existent. You know what I mean? And I think inevitably that killed the Packers because, see, the thing with the Packers when they went on that little run, they were more of a throwing team. Ever since they got Josh Jacobs, they've turned to a ground team. You know what I mean? And I have to say, like the last drive, Jordan Love was looking good. Jaden Reed had a big drop. You know, that was bad. And what I didn't get either is that they didn't even review that throw that Jordan Love threw, and it was like a fumble.
Yeah.
But they called it an incomplete pass, right? So think about it. If it was a fumble and he hits the ball rolls like 10, 15 yards ahead. That means they got the ball 15 yards ahead. Why didn't you review that? You know, they just said incomplete, whatever, keep it moving. Okay, next play. It's like, dude, that was a big play there. They could have put them 50 yards ahead of the play. You know what I mean? And I think if it was a fumble, it would have been like third down or some shit. It would have been a repeat of the downs. It was some weird rule like that. So for the NFL not to even look that up at that time in the game is crazy. Then they had the injury that had a 10-second runoff. That was crazy. You know, just a lot of unfortunate things happen. But when you're on a playoff run and you win these playoff games, luck matters. Luck goes into it. You know what I mean? Like, I literally just saw, highlights of the Giants on their little playoff run. And I remember when Eli Manning, before the half was over, just runs around and cocked back and threw a fucking 60-yard bomb in the end zone. Hakeem Nicks caught a fucking Hail Mary at the end of the half to be winning. I think it was like 17. I think it was 17 to like 3 or some shit. The Giants went up on the Packers. Like, yeah, those plays are gonna happen. On your way to win a championship, on your way to win the playoffs, like you need luck on your side. You know, so unfortunately, luck was on the Bears side more than it was on the Packers side. But like I said, it was more about the Packers not getting it done and the Bears getting it done. So, you know, great game, great start off to the playoffs, bro. It was both games were crazy. Like my son is more of like a basketball person, but yesterday he was like, "What the hell's going on here?" Like he was watching football like yesterday for real. So, but yeah, man. Great start to the playoffs. Definitely had fun watching those games. And we'll see what happens today, man. Today should be another good day.
You know what I love? There's real hate here. Like, there's real hate. Bears and when the Bears won and they were doing like the after conference, they were like talking to like Caleb Williams and Like players, you can literally hear the Bears fans going "fuck the Packers," and you heard Ben Johnson in the locker room say "fuck the Packers." I love it. This is real hate, and Ben Johnson's never liked Matt LaFleur, and I love that they didn't try to hide it. They didn't try to do the PC version of it. Even the handshake, that's disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, hey, you do a little shimmy when you shake my hand and you walk off, bro. Like we might have to throw some cheat.
I'm not mad at it. You know, this is a rivalry that's been on. This is a rivalry that goes back to what are they saying? The last time the Bears beat the Packers in the playoffs was World War II. It was like that's fucking insane.
Insane.
Like, you know, and we've seen. Come on, man, and the thing about these both teams that they play in both cold weather stadiums.
Yes.
So we've seen games where like you can see their breath and there's fucking ice on the field, and you know both teams are known for not really the Packers, but the Bears are known for great defenses and run games and great legendary players on both sides. You know what I mean? So it's just hey man, if the coaches don't like each other, even better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like even better. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get this right here. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let's see this right here. This is Ben Johnson right here.
Yeah.
Oh, they banked it out. They banked it out. Do they have the unedited version? Let me see that. Let me see if they have it here.
Please.
Hell yeah! Nah, it's probably gonna be hard to find. The one Kofi sent was I didn't play that one.
No, I think it was the same one.
Same one. It's edited.
Yeah.
That's probably from the Bears. Yeah, it's just from the official Bears account right here. So the Bears themselves, you ain't probably gonna find an unedited version. But Ben Johnson, man, should he win Coach of the Year, man? He probably should.
Yeah, it's between him and Vrabel. Like honestly, there's like no other two coaches that
him and Vrabel.
Coach of the Year too. But I want to see more NFL hate between teams. I need this fuels. All right, let's get real. Real football is a little bit back. So we can talk about MVP picks. Who'd you have?
Well, I took the Packers yesterday, lost that one. I didn't take the Rams. I didn't pick that game. I thought that game was too easy to pick, so I didn't pick that game. I took Houston over Pittsburgh. That's a tough game to pick. I think they're very evenly matched. I just think the Texas defense is sick right now. Like they're gonna be on 1,000 today.
Yeah.
Like Monday. And I know that they play. Did they play at Houston or Pittsburgh?
No, Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh won the division. Yeah.
Didn't Houston? Oh no, Jacksonville won their division, right?
Yeah, Jacksonville won their division.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they only play at Pittsburgh, but I don't know. I think that defense is going to be a little bit too much for Aaron Rodgers. Even though I've seen Aaron Rodgers' last game against the Ravens was looking pretty good, but the Ravens' defense sucks. So we can't really count that, but. That's why I picked the Texans. I think the Texans are a little more tougher than the Steelers, but it should be evenly matched because I think the Texans' offense is okay, and the Steelers' defense is okay. So this could be a low-scoring game, but I got the Texans winning that one, and I think I had Philadelphia over Niners. This is kind of tough for me because I think also should also be a good game. But I just think that the Eagles defense is too good. And even though Purdy has played really well, he struggled last week versus the Seahawks. The 49ers in general struggled against the Seahawks. But this should be a tough game because the Eagles are coming in not so hot. Their offense has been playing pretty pedestrian all year.
Mm-hmm.
Where has Saquon Barkley been? Like from a record-breaking season to like non-existent.
Yep.
And for some reason, man, Kyle Shanahan has that. For even the Niners to be in this, you know what I'm saying? They have the record they had that they were 1 win away from being the number 1 seed. You know what I mean? Like with all the injuries they got, it's crazy. Like, you know, and that's what I thought yesterday. The Packers would win because I thought Matt LaFleur would have extra time to prepare for the Bears, and I like Matt LaFleur as offensive coordinator, but you know, think about Shanahan has had time to prepare for the Eagles. This is some sort of a little bit of a playoff rivalry between these two teams.
Yep.
You know, so it should be a good game, but it's at Philly, and I'm just gonna choose Jalen Hurts over Purdy. I think Hurts, you know, he finds a way to win games when it matters the most, but should be a good game. Should be a tough game. And I think the last game I had was did I have Bills? No, I didn't. What was the last game I had here? Jesus Christmas. Hey, when I can't find
you
my
in New
picture.
England over Chargers.
Oh, New England versus over the Chargers. That's 3 games. It's 3 games today.
Yeah, it's 3 games today. It's Bills, Jags.
So New England and
49ers,
Chargers
New
are
England's
at
last.
night.
Yeah, they're at night.
New England's last. Yeah. That should be a win. The Patriots should win this game. But hey, man, the way the playoffs have been going, I don't fucking know right now.
Right?
Like, you know, the Chargers still are a good team, but I think chose the Patriots pretty easily anyway. But I think Omarion Hampton is questionable today,
He's playing.
so I think he's gonna play, but he's playing hurt. So that's tough because the Chargers kind of this year, I think, put a lot on him to have their running offense, and he's been hurt all year. And they're a running team.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So Omarion Hampton should have had a great year. Unfortunately, he was hurt. He's hurt now. So I don't know. I think the Patriots should win this game. You know, Drake May is in the running for MVP. Like we said, Mike Vrabel's in the running for Coach of the Year. This would be a massive upset if they lose. You know, I think the 2 seed versus the 7 seed.
Yep.
So I mean, but the Patriots should win this game. But I tell you right now, the Chargers win this game. Insane.
Oh, okay. I got Kofi's picks. I'm gonna go over them first. He had the Rams over the Carolina Panthers. He got that. He was right about that. He had Green Bay over Chicago. He was not right about that. Listen, and he has Philly over San Francisco, and he has New England over the Chargers. And my picks, I had Chicago over Green Bay, the Rams over Carolina Panthers. I actually have Jacksonville over Buffalo. I think Jacksonville, as much as I hate the long-haired piece of shit, he's been playing well. He worked his way into the MVP conversation. I will give credit where credit is due. He's been playing well. But, like, honestly, if Josh Allen loses in this first round, we got to start talking about him. Just as much as we talk about Lamar, we got to talk about Josh Allen because there is no Lamar Jackson. There's no Patrick Mahomes. You have to get to the Super Bowl. There's no AFC Championship game. You can't make that anymore. You have won the MVP now. It's your time to make the Super Bowl. If you don't make the Super Bowl, you're just going to be you're going to be in that Lamar Jackson class where, you know, they talk about him being paid money. You're just in that class too. And I will stand 10 toes down on that because we don't slander Josh Allen enough because he plays Superman and he does all this stuff, whatever. So, Josh Allen, it's time to put up or shut up. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And you have no Lamar, no Patrick Mahomes this year. You have nobody supposedly standing in your way. If you lose the first round, horrible. Don't even come back to Buffalo, dude.
Bro, just it's okay. It's okay. You're even worse. At least Jim Kelly made the Super Bowl 4 times, so we can give him that. Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. They can't lose this. They can't lose this. But you're talking about another Coach of the Year candidate. Was it Liam Cohan or some shit? What's his
Yeah,
name?
yeah,
What's his
yeah.
name?
Turn Duval, yeah.
You know, yeah, he turned that team around. He got Travis Etienne looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Good pickup on the trade deadline to get Jacoby Myers.
Yes.
He's been their best receiver, surprisingly over Brian Thomas Jr. But
Mm-hmm.
they still got Brian Thomas Jr. They got Jacoby Myers. Think about if they had Travis Hunter right now with Jacoby Myers and Brian Thomas Jr. That'd be a crazy offense. And they lost Bashil Tootin for the year. He was looking pretty decent. So, they just have a good tight end. The tight end's been good. Brenton Strange, he's had a good year.
Yep.
He got hurt most of the year, but he was on a hot streak in the beginning of the year. So, hey man, their question mark could be their defense, but
Yes.
they whooped the Broncos' ass a couple of weeks ago. So
Loved it.
I mean, so we don't know. We don't know. This should be these matchups are good, man. I think
Yeah.
the easiest game should be the Chargers and the Patriots, and the other easy game was the Rams and Panthers, but we saw how that went. So you know what I mean? We'll see. But it should be another fun Sunday. Should be another great day for NFL wildcard weekend.
Yep. And my last pick was I got Patriots over Chargers. Listen, Patriots lose, I'm not coming on the pod next week. I promise you. I will go into a hole, bro. I will go into a hole. But that's neither here nor there. Those are MVP picks.
Yeah, if the Patriots lose, just take like 2 weeks off, bro.
Yeah.
Send somebody else on the pod.
I got you. I'll pick up my replacement. I'm already looking at people to replace me if the Patriots lose. God damn it. But anyway, moving on. We got to talk about. It used to be called Black Monday. It was Black Week because the firings that coaches have been all over the place. Of course, the big one was John Harbaugh getting fired. The person I felt you had Raheem Morris, you had Gannon, but we kind of saw that. Pete Carroll, we all kind of knew that Raiders experiment never really worked out. Kevin Stefanski, come on, we knew that was a wrap. Between the Shador thing, and surprisingly, Mike McDaniels got fired because of John Harbaugh. So it's crazy that all these firings happen. The person I feel the worst for is Raheem Morris because he only literally got 2 years. 2 years.
And they finished 8-9.
They finished 8-9. They haven't won 8 games in a long.
Yeah. And I don't think the team really didn't not like him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a weird firing, but I don't know. And then Pennis got hurt.
Yeah.
Drake London was hurt half the year. I don't know. That wasn't fair. That and the Pete Carroll firing wasn't fair either.
Yeah.
1 year.
But I think Brady didn't like him.
Brady was the one that chose him. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just weird. I think that Mike McDaniel. I think Mike McDaniel's he just looks like a prick. I'll be honest.
Yeah, he looks like a nerd.
Not even a nerd. Did you see that story? Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I think on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. There was a story how he met his wife, and okay, here. This is to this story. This is how he met his wife was a prick move, dude. He just acts like one, to be honest. So yeah, let's see. This is the story I saw. All right, let's go.
One of the running backs that he coaches is dancing with a girl, and Mike says, "Listen, you're not dancing with her anymore, or you're not playing with his team next year." So the guy said, "What can I do?" So then McDaniel starts dancing with her. That's the beginning of the story. Again, Evans. So the bottom line, where am I leading?
Yeah, this is
4 years later, they're married. Katie, that's how I met her. Hey, you, get off. I'm dancing with her, right?
Unbelievable.
Courtship. He is.
Classic.
He is fantastic to talk to.
Are you serious? You tell the fucking running back, get off of her, stop dancing with her, or you're off the team. Then he dances with her and ends up his wife.
Yeah.
What kind of a dickhead are you to do some shit like that? Like, he's a dickhead, and they had no intentions of firing him. They fired him after a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So some meeting went down, and he probably was. I'm looking at it more like he wants to leave.
Yeah.
He probably was bitching, and they were like, "Bro, you know what? This ain't working out. You're done." You know, it seemed like it was kind of amicably, and and I've heard other stories of him being an asshole. You may be screwed now. Like,
Yep.
who's gonna kind of want you running their locker room now? You know what I mean? After, you threw Tour under the bus.
Yes.
You start Ewers.
Yeah.
What was that? And you started Ewers when the team was in the middle of a playoff run. I mean, Tour, like, he didn't want to play for him no more.
Nope.
Tyreek wants out.
Yep.
Before he was hurt. I never seen a man break his leg and smile while he goes off the field because he didn't want to be there no more. You know what I mean? So I don't know where he's gonna go, but yeah, Stefanski. Some reason, bro, he's a hot commodity because he's a two-time coach of the year.
Yep.
But the way he just treated Shador was nuts. Was just nuts. They're saying that it could have been like a Nico Harrison type deal where the owner was telling him not to play him, but
Yep.
I don't think that's what it was. I think it was a straight up beef between the owner and him because I think the owner drafted him because he's super cool with Dion.
Yes.
So that was something that he didn't want to do. He wanted to start his guy, and his guy looked terrible. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't get that. Now supposedly saying he's a front runner for the Giants job.
Giants, yeah, that's you.
Terrible. They're terrible. And now, to look at it in another way, as far as the best team to go to is probably the Ravens. The Ravens is the best team to go to right now. If you're a coaching candidate, you want to go to the Ravens because they're the most ready team.
Yeah.
But they need help in their defense, but they're the most ready team. Then second is probably the Giants.
Yeah.
You got a quarterback. You got, Neighbors was hurt. Cam Scatterbo got hurt. They come back hopefully next year healthy. Wanda Robinson had a great year.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah. Theo Johnson will have a decent tight end. Our defense has a lot of good pieces, man. Our D-line is good. You have decent linebackers. So I don't know. We'll see where everyone ends up going. But this guy Harbaugh is probably the leading candidate. He's probably going to get the biggest contract out of all of them. They're going to throw money at him, bro. He's already saying crazy demands.
Yeah.
Like, he wants $20 million a year. He wants a fucking trailer. He wants $10 million for his coaches. He wants fucking Botox surgery every Sunday. Like, I saw a list of demands. It was fucking nuts. I don't know if I could I don't know if I could find it. But I think I heard it on Nightcap. His list of demands. It was kind of crazy. But hey, man, what he did 18 years or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think he had like one losing season or two. So he's the front runner right now. We'll see where he goes.
So yeah, John Harbaugh actually likes the Giants because he likes Dart. So honestly, wherever John Harbaugh goes, like, I know you wouldn't. I don't know. I think you'd take him because I know he would get rid of probably offensive coordinator, your defensive coordinator. Like, he's just gonna bring his own people in.
Yeah, I don't mind that because I'll defensive coordinator. He already got fired.
Okay.
So whoever was there, it was a stand-in anyway.
Mhm.
But here's a list of demands: $20 million a year, $10 million staff budget, total authority over the roster, and he wants to hire his own GM.
Hey, Jesus.
So
They're
the
gonna fire.
Giants,
Oh.
yeah. So the Giants already have their GM. They're not firing him
Mhm.
supposedly. So I don't know. That could be something where um the Giants aren't gonna get him because he wants to choose his own GM. Um, the team most desperate probably to do that is probably the Browns.
Yeah.
The Browns are probably the team, but like fuck it, take it, do
Yep.
whatever you want with the team. Some owners get to that point with their team where they're just like, you know what, famously the Knicks did it. With Leon Rose and Worldwide West. James Dolan say, you know what, y'all run the team. I'm going to Vegas. I'm opening up the Sphere. I'm gonna go on tour with my little fucking band, and call me if you need anything. And it gets to that point sometimes.
Yep.
So that would probably make the most sense for him to go to the Browns if he really wants to run the whole organization, Bill Belichick style. You know
Yep.
what I mean? I don't know if anybody else would allow that to happen. I know the Dolphins already got a GM, I believe. I think they got
Mhm.
someone from the Niners.
Yep.
I think Kofi sent that in the chat. So I don't know.
And
We'll
Falcons just
see.
got Matt Ryan as their president, so I don't know what he want to do.
I
With
think he
that.
was head of player personnel. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
a GM, but yeah, hey, the Falcons are a good team too.
Yeah.
But the
That's what I'm
Falcons,
saying.
their problem is no quarterback.
Mhm.
Penix has been getting hurt since college.
Yeah. I
So
think you got 2 more seasons of that. If he continues to get hurt, that you might have to make a decision on quarterback. Reed, I
yeah,
know you watching, and he's a Falcons fan, but I'm not gonna lie. Penix, that's probably been the biggest red flag on him. Is his injury prone, and I
yeah.
don't know.
He was an older quarterback coming out the
Mm-hmm. So,
draft. So
um,
that was a weird pick.
and I know Ravens fans don't want to hear this, but I'm not gonna lie. Lamar is great, but I don't know if I want to coach him at this point because he's. It seems like that locker room was kind of lost when Lamar stopped fucking with Harbaugh, and once you lose Lamar, that was pretty much it. But that's what they were saying. Lamar kind of not mess with John Harbaugh. But if I was Harbaugh and I was Petty, I'd go to the Browns and have Shador beat Lamar. That's NFL right. That's NFL right in itself.
Yeah.
That would be great. But John
I
Harbaugh's
mean,
gonna do whatever.
Harbaugh going to the Browns is the best case scenario for Shador because the Ravens wanted to draft
Yes.
Shador and have him learn under Lamar and that system.
Mm-hmm.
Because the truth is, if the Browns hire a coach, what if they don't want Shador? A lot of coaches come in and say, "I want my quarterback. I want
Yep.
to choose my quarterback." You know what I mean? And that's your job on the line. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
not fully bought into Shador, you want to
I'm
bring
not
in your
doing
own
it.
guy. You're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Shador might be on the move. We don't know. Dolphins should look into that. I would, if I'm the Dolphins, I'll be like, I'll trade for Shador or something and bring in a good coach that believes in him. A lot of teams that could trade for him. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
So Black Week has descended upon us and it's come and go, and some
LaFleur
coaches
might be
still do.
next. LaFleur might be
God.
next.
He might
Yeah.
be. And moving on, once again, college football playoffs have come and gone. They're here. We have the college championship on next week, Monday, the 19th. And we have Miami Hurricanes versus the Indiana Hoosiers. Who would have thought that Miami would have, who was a team that people were hoping they don't know if they could have gotten in. Notre Dame fans were mad about it. I made a video about it. That's still getting hate to this day because I said Notre Dame shouldn't be in the college football playoffs. And now Miami's in the national championship. Notre Dame fans join the conference. But it's neither here nor there. Miami beat Ole Miss in a really good game on Thursday. And now you have Michael Irvin doing whatever he wants, the purest cocaine down in Miami. And you have Indiana, who trounced Oregon. The craziest part about it is that the national championship game is in Miami. Miami is going to be on fire for the next couple of weeks because it's going to be crazy down there. Crazy down there.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy down there. It's gonna be nuts down there. If you're in the Miami area, get ready to get fucked up. If you're a Miami Hurricane, as far as going to college there, oh my god! Like yo, listen. If you're going to college in Miami right now, right, and you're partying and you're a guy, you don't get laid, you're a loser because all these women are fucking getting trashed. You know what I mean? Like seriously. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Michael Irvin has been funny with the belt to ass
Yeah.
celebration he's been doing at the end of the games. So it's been fun. But man, Indiana looks powerful, dude.
Yeah.
Indiana looks powerful. That defense looks crazy. Mendoza is playing ridiculous, dude. Like he's just accurate as fuck. And their receivers aren't even they're high.
Uh-huh.
And he's making them look like they're fucking top tier guys. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. If I had to choose right now off the whim, I'm choosing Indiana, dude. They just look above and beyond the best team, and they're whipping people's asses. It's not even close. You know what I mean? And for Miami to have that close game against Ole Miss, it shouldn't have been that, to be honest. You know, Ole Miss to go into the playoffs after Lane Kiffin left them like that, and for them to like almost make it to the national championship needs to be commended, because a lot of teams would have folded after that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And they didn't. And I know if they would have won the national championship, Lane Kiffin would have been sick. He would have been sick. But that was a great game too. That fourth quarter was back and forth. It was fun to watch. But man, Carson Beck's in his 7th year. He didn't look too good to me against Ole Miss. He didn't look too good to me against Ole Miss. But he got the win, so you can't front on that. But I mean, Carson Beck, this could be like something, his last shot at anything. I just think Mendoza is just above and beyond him. I don't know. This could be the magic. The magic could be over, but we've seen some crazy college football championships where the games are tight, you know. And one thing the Hurricanes got in their bag is that it's in Miami.
Yep.
It's a home game.
Yep.
It's a home game. So you think about the last. I don't know if Kofi could send that. The last time a national champion played at home and won. I know Michael Irvin said that his team did it, but I don't know if that happened after or before or whatnot. But yeah, man, I don't know. I got Indiana winning that game.
I might have Indiana too. I just feel like they just play the best sort of football. Like they're just complete all over. Like defense, special. It's just like Kurt Signetti has them believing. He has this culture that I'm like, yo, dog. We didn't even talk about him. Like he just has his team locked in and ready to play all the time. And I'm just loving it. I love Miami's coach too. He's no, and they all come from Nick Saban, which is crazy. But I just feel like Indiana just has the better team. And Carson Beck, not gonna lie, they should have won that game by at least 14 points. That game shouldn't have been that close. Like I agree with you. That game should have. He missed some throws, he missed some touchdowns, but Indiana not doing that. Like that's the difference between Indiana and Miami. Indiana's not missing those plays, whereas Carson Beck, like, bro, you just need, you know what? After this, go start your family, go live your life, bro. It's okay.
Like the Miami defense played awesome against Ohio State, but they weren't good against Ole Miss. There was a lot of plays I was like, what? Like a lot of plays that Ole Miss had wide open guys,
Mm-hmm.
and who knows what would have happened if this guy didn't get hurt, the running back Lacey.
Yeah. That hurt them. Yep.
You know, Lacey doesn't get hurt. That could change the whole game right there. He went like what 73-yard run he did or some shit like
Yeah.
that or some
Yep.
crazy ass shit. So, you know, I don't know, bro. Miami's defense need to step up because they need to play the game of their fucking lives
Yeah.
against Indiana. And it's crazy to me because Indiana, they're not a football fucking
New
college. They're a basketball college.
basketball. Yep.
And to be this dominant is fucking nuts. Like, what changed my mind against with Indiana is when they beat Ohio State, and I was like, that's when I was like, okay, these guys are for real. You know, so I don't know. Like I said, I got Indiana, man.
Same. I got Indiana. But, you know, you never know. Like you said, it's in Miami. The cocaine will be going crazy. Mike Irvin's going to make the greatest speech, greatest motivational. I want it all levels. And he's going to make a speech.
Put the rings on the table. Put them on the table.
You either win the national championship or you go back to the ghetto. Like, he's going to say some stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Oh, but we will be here for that.
We've seen a million Michael Irvin speeches.
Yeah, and they're all great. Like, listen, you want to talk. Like, when I say he represents what football should be to the T, he represents what football should be. I love Michael Irvin, and I love that he's getting this rejuvenance in the local social media era.
Yeah.
Like, now he's on ESPN. They're highlighting him on ESPN. They highlighted his belt to ass moment. Like, you know, you just gotta go with it. And all right, move on from that topic.
Well, I was gonna say him being on It Is What It Is. Like, I watch It Is What It Is every morning. And when he's on there, like it's funny. He's hilarious. And
yep.
And I think what's great about him being with Cam and Mace is that they put him in a different audience.
Yes.
Where like now when he goes to Miami, all the kids are like love him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because all the kids really they watch Cam and Mace more than they would watch like ESPN because it's more like their speed is more jokes, is more entertaining than like the seriousness of like, you know, NFL Network or the seriousness of ESPN or wherever they get their sports from. So him being on there, like, and it's funny if you watch that show, he had to learn what pause was.
Pause, yes, he did.
Because when he first got on, he would say crazy shit, and Mason Cam would be like, "Dude, you're crazy," and he had to like learn what the hell it meant. So if you saw like one of the last episodes he was on, Mace said something, and Mace was like, "Yeah, you know me, I'm playing with both sides," and then Cam went to say something, and Michael Irvin was like, "Hold on, time out. You're not gonna pause that playing on both sides?" And they were like, "Oh, hold on!" They were screaming, "Oh, he's on it now! He's on it now!" You know what I mean? So, it's good to see him in this light, man. He's definitely an entertaining dude.
And to add to your point, It Is What It Is has given light to a lot of players that kind of society's kind of pushed aside. The OJs, Michael Irvin, I love that. Like,
they brought OJ back, bro.
Yeah,
they brought OJ back. Even though he didn't last long because he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
They brought OJ back, dude.
They had OJ looking like he's relatable, he's fun to talk to, and the one thing about people forget, he knows football. This is OJ. He's like, bro, you know. And then they got Morris Clement, or like he's like
they brought back Mo Claret too.
Like, bro, people forget this dude was great in college. So now you have someone. Yes, honestly, I know he won't do it, but if I was Colin, I'd put them underneath the volume because now they can bring that audience, and you can expose them.
They make it too much money on their own, dude.
Yeah, I know.
They make it too much money on their own. And the thing with them is they have so much freedom now. You go to the volume, you know, you don't know if Colin's gonna be like, "Hey, you can't talk that way, and you can't say this and say that," and especially with the pause thing, like, he's gonna be like, what does that mean? Like, you making sexual innuendos? Like, you can't have that on my, you know, it's different. You know what I mean?
He got B-Hen talking crazy, so like, they're on the Club 520 is on the volume, so like, I think Colin biggest thing is he kind of lets these podcasts find out who they are and lay the run with. PGN has been talking crazy for like months now, like, but so it's great. I love it. Is what it is. I love their clips. Shout out to Cam and Mace for doing what they do. Keep bringing people back from obscurity. Like they think that's what they're doing. They're really good at that. But all right, we got one more topic.
Real quick. One of my favorite Michael Irvin speeches right here. Hold on. Right here, look.
Listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it? Don't let no one come into your house. Take your meal. Do what you need to do today. I'm not nervous. I'm just telling you.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, if he made that speech and I was playing Little League, I'm going.
We would have won champion. We would have won the championship, bro. Like what?
I would have had 3 home runs, 15 stolen bases. I would have went crazy.
Oh my God, yo, he really is probably one of the best speeches for football for motivation. I love it. I love it. Oh, but moving on. I know we haven't talked about wrestling on here in a while. But we gotta show love. We had a change of the guard. Cody Rhodes lost his championship to Drew McIntyre in a 3 stages of hell match. And shout out to Drew fucking McIntyre. Man looks like a star, carries himself like a star, and now he has been rewarded with the championship. They won it in Berlin, and so I'm happy for him. I like Cody, but I think it was time to give the belt to someone else. I don't like good guys holding the belt for too long. I think you need a story with the heels. Like, how long can the bad guys lose and not have change? They lose values. But Drew, my guy.
Yeah. Definitely deserved it. He's been putting out for a while, man. And I think he's had a lot of good matches over the years. I know he was fucking happy when he got that belt, dude. He looked like he was fucking ecstatic. Cody Rhodes, I don't know. I think the WWE is in a weird space now because they were front and center this past year from John Cena's retirement run.
Yep.
And I like Cody Rhodes. I think he's a good wrestler. He's a star. But I don't know. It's like I grew up in a time where you had Hulk Hogan and you had The Rock and you had Stone Cold and you had even the heels like Triple H was a heel and Andre the Giant was a heel and Ric Flair was a heel. Like the heels were just as big as stars as the good guys. And I think WWE's in a spot now where like everyone's kind of on the even playing field. Everyone's like really good. No one's really like, oh shit, this guy needs to hold the belt and be the face of the company for next 2 years. You know what I mean? They're in that spot right now. So most likely, McIntyre ain't gonna hold the belt for long. They're probably gonna have the belt switch hands a couple times to see where that goes. Maybe Mysterio wins it at one point because he's kind of like a star-ish kind of guy. He's a star in the making, but even he's tough. He's a small guy. It's tough to have like a small guy be the face of the company. Usually it's a big, strong guy. You know what I mean? Or a guy with a lot of bravado. But congrats to Drew McIntyre. I think that was. I didn't see the match. I just saw that he won it. So I think it was well deserved, and we'll see what WWE goes now. They got all these contracts going on now with ESPN, and they got the contract with Netflix, and they got that really because John Cena fucking blew them up for this year. But they got to figure some shit out, man. They got to figure out what they're gonna do with the storylines and who they're gonna bring in to make You know, do you bring back the fucking Rock for a couple of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That went on for a little bit. We had Rock with Travis Scott, and he smacked the shit out of fucking Cody Rhodes and busted his eardrum and shit. Like, you know, it's shit like that. Like, it's tough, man. It's tough because wrestling is a weird, not a weird sport, but like every wrestler to get to where they at in WWE, they bust their ass.
Yes.
You know, they bust their ass. They go so hard. So to say who deserves it and doesn't, it's tough. You know what I mean? Because to get there, man, it's a lot, man. You gotta go through a lot of local circuits, and then you're on TNA, and then you're on fucking AEW, and then you're on WWE. And I've been to local wrestling matches, and there's guys on TNA and AEW that are wrestling locally.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, you know, so when you get to WWE and you win a belt, any kind of belt, or get any kind of big match, or be on any kind of big pay-per-view, it's an accomplishment.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just the next level where these other guys took it, where Stone Cold became pop culture.
Yes.
You know, Rock became pop culture, and Hulk Hogan became pop culture. They surpassed wrestling. They became fucking movie stars and all type of other shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting to that level is super hard. It's mega hard, man. And you need to just have the it to get to that. You know what I mean? To work at it, yeah, you could, but you need to just have it. Because I don't know, it's tough. But shout out to Drew McIntyre. He's a champion right now. We'll see how long it lasts. Maybe they create a rivalry between him and Cody. Maybe Roman Reigns wins it again. I don't know. Maybe one of the fucking other brothers, Yeet and the other guy, maybe one of them win it. I don't know. But we'll see.
And
because
like you said,
what was the match that we saw? When it was Lesnar was in there.
Oh, Survivor
Series. Series. That was a great match.
Yes.
You know, do you bring Lesnar out to fucking beat the shit out of Drew McIntyre? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do here? That's a good match. I like that.
You know, like I respect it. Like, that's what we need. I mean, wrestling's all about like these. They need that, and also the crazy thing about Drew. I'm just drop some Drew lore before we move on from this topic. The first time he won the championship was during the pandemic era, so like there were no fans. So for him to win it in front of fans, I know that really meant something to him. Yeah. And now he got to bring it back to his hometown in Scotland last night, house show. So like, you know, like those type of moments, that's rewarding your talent. And sometimes I think Triple H kind of understands that a little bit more because he was a wrestler. So shout out to him. Shout out for him giving him that belt win.
He's not as cutthroat as Vince McMahon was.
Oh, Vince McMahon's like, you're in your home crowd. You're losing in front of your hometown, bro. In front of my home, you gonna have it. But once again, you know, different times. But shout out to Drew.
And Drew stood down, man. He from the COVID era to now, he's gotten way better.
Yes.
His persona has gotten way better. Everything about him has been way better, so he deserves it.
Hey, shout out to Drew. PGN Pod supports your championship run. All right, and now we're gonna do. Before we go to Pepper Takes, shout out to Nickel Pass for sponsoring us. You can download Nickel Pass today for a low price of $20. We can get all your newspaper content for all right there, and you can download Nickel Pass today. All right, last one Pepper Take today. PlayStation is exploring the possibility of having AI helping gamers if stuck in a game. Would you want that option? I am old school, and once again, I have too much pride to have AI or anyone help me win a game. Listen, the best part about winning a game is winning the game on your own. I don't want AI. I don't want anyone helping me. Like, I remember those moments of struggling through a game. Think I'm going to let fucking AI come and help me win a game? You out of your goddamn mind, bro.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I used to buy the book. If you remember GameStop or whoever,
GameStop will have the book where
you get the big ass book that shows you.
The
Sometimes we
moves,
get,
yeah.
yo. Sometimes you get to a spot in the game, you're like, "What the
The
fuck do I
fuck is
do?
going on? Yeah.
This is fucking crazy." You know, you just stuck. AI is a little corny to me,
Yes.
but this is the ways of the world, man. You think a kid's gonna fucking get an actual book and
No.
look through it, and
No.
you know, I'm sure now a lot of kids they have Reddit now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got communities now. You know, what's the Discord? Discord's
Yes.
the one that they
Yeah.
usually use now. The kids to, I'm sure they're like it's like 20 kids in a Discord chat playing
Yeah.
the game at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
helping each other out into the thing. You know, so AI I think is an option, but I think these kids, they like their little niche communities.
Yeah.
So they'll probably stick to doing shit like that more than using the AI. But you know, there's some kids out there who don't like going on Discord, who don't like going on Reddit, don't really want to go on YouTube and search it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They'll just AI the shit. You know what I mean? This is the
Yep.
ways of the world now, bro. I just literally saw they had a convention where all these new inventions were happening and yesterday, and I saw like a post on it, the top 10 fucking inventions that were at the show yesterday. It was fucking crazy, dude. The robots they had were fucking crazy. Literal robots walking like humans, looking like humans.
Yeah.
Insane, dude. They had a robot. You know those the robot vacuums that you press the button and
Yeah.
knocks
Yeah.
your ass
Yeah.
out. And blah, blah. They just invented one that climbs up the stairs. So the legs come out and it vacuums each step and goes up each step. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking nuts. They have I'll tell you right now, Uber, all you guys doing Uber, find a job. find another job. I'm telling you right now. They're getting robotic taxis, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking taxi pulled up, the doors opened up like this. Let me see if I can fucking find this shit. Dude, I saw this shit, I was like, what? Bro, it came with a Bluetooth speaker.
It's over.
Right? And you connect your phone and the screen shows up like an Apple Music and you pick your song. Bro, it was crazy.
It's over.
It was crazy. Like if you are doing yeah, I saw that Instagram, not on fucking I forgot what it was called, Zoom or Zune. It was some shit, man. It was crazy. Zune. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Anyway, to add on to your point, remember.
Well,
kids
here's
oh, go on.
here's the picture of it. Okay, so I can show you the picture. At least I can show you the picture. Share screen. Right here. So that's the taxi right there, if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Right there's the taxi, and it pulls up. These doors open up, and you call it like an Uber. It pulls up. These doors open up. You go in there, Bluetooth speaker, and you're fucking chilling.
Yeah.
In there by yourself, or you're with a group of people. You split the taxi. This is what's going on, dude. This is what's going on in the world. You understand? And we're old, we're just got to get used to it. I remember being 20-something years old, working at. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna play this. Now I found the video. Here we go. It's called Zooks. That's what it's called, Zooks.
Oh my god.
All right, hold on. Oh, I pressed the thing too much. Okay, share this bullshit. This shit it blew my fucking mind, bro. Oh, pressed the wrong thing. All right. There we go. Look at that shit, bro. Look at this.
Crazy. The future is among us.
If you drive a taxi, if you drive
We
an
hope you
Uber,
enjoy your ride.
you're
If
toast.
you need help, you can
Yeah.
use the help menu on the touchscreen.
Look at this. Look, the heat up. Look, you could look at this. the ways of the world, bro.
That shit. This shit's
Done.
nuts.
Done. Look,
I,
paid. Done. You gotta worry about. You gotta and as far as safety, you don't have to worry about the Uber driver being a psycho.
Yeah.
He's fucking trying to kidnap a girl, some weird shit. You know what I mean? These guys stealing your fucking food. You know, I work at a food truck. You know how many times we've had people to steal your fucking food, dude? Like the customers calling, like, "Where's my food at?" Like, "Yo, we sent it out an hour ago." The guy's eating your food, like, dude, the human aspect of delivering and driving is gonna be non-existent because you're not
Yep.
dealing with shit.
Yep.
Not dealing with that bullshit. And what you're not paying a robot to go on break. You're
No.
not paying a robot any benefits
Nope.
or social security or pension or nothing. If you're a taxi company, it makes sense to get a robot.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude. This is the life. This is the life we'll be living in the next 20 years, dude. I'm 40 now. I might not be alive to see what's gonna happen in 20 years. But if I'm alive and I'm around, dude, I know I'm gonna see some shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna see
Yeah.
some wild shit, dude. We're gonna be going to like CVS talking to robots. Like, hey, can I get my prescription? Yes, sir. It'll be done in 5 minutes. Here you go. You're not sitting there like, can I get a prescription? Hold on, bro. I'm having a sandwich right now. Give me 5 minutes. You're not dealing with that no more.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
It's
So this is what's gonna be, man.
it's
AI
crazy.
on PS5 is just
Start.
nothing. It's the
Yeah.
beginning. It's the beginning of a whole new fucking world, dude.
And you gotta understand. I remember going back to the PlayStation, AI helping you. I know kids who were so lazy at the point they were just watching other people play video games. Like so, like for them to even incorporate that, like that's how some people find out how to beat the games. They will watch the streamers play the part that they were at, and then they go okay, or they watch walkthroughs, like whole game walkthroughs. I'm like, so you never played the game? No, but I watched it. Okay, like
Yeah.
this is where we're at, but. Like you said,
Yeah.
it's here to stay. We can't do anything about it. Just kind of got to accept it.
Yeah, technology, man.
Technology
Yeah,
is.
and this is where I believe that humans become less human. It's just gonna
Yeah.
happen. It's just what's gonna happen. Humans are gonna become less human. You're gonna see motherfuckers with robot arms and robot legs and robot feet and robot brains and motherfuckers putting chips in their head and chips in their arms. Hey, I don't gotta scan nothing no more. I don't need a wallet. I don't need a phone. I go "Brr, brr," call Bob. Brr, the fucking calls in your brain and it goes right to your ear. You're gonna see shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna see shit like that, man. And that's where humanity gets lost.
Yep.
That's where
I,
humanity
Robot.
gets lost.
I,
Yep.
Robot. These movies have shown you where they go, guys. Can we not do this? Can
Terminator.
we not do this?
Terminator.
Please.
The Matrix. The Matrix. Robots running the world. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna fucking happen. You're gonna have motherfuckers going to robots like, "Hey, robot, what should I do with my wife?" Downloading your wife's thought process. Your wife is a slut. Do not marry her.
God.
Thanks,
Yeah.
robot. You just saved me a divorce.
Oh my God, bro. It's
You know what I
so
mean? And-
crazy. Yeah.
And it's crazy to say is that that's the part that makes you human.
Yes.
Is going through heartbreak, going through divorces, going through making mistakes in life, and all this shit is what makes you human, makes you learn. Robots are just gonna come along and be like, "Do me a favor, scanning your date's body. She has 15 bodies in the past year. Her vagina lips are very wide open. Do not have sex with her. Scanning for STDs." You're gonna be like, "Thank you. Thank you, robot."
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta bang the chick, get an STD, take a pill. You know, you gotta learn. You have to learn. The robots cannot stop us from learning, okay? But it will. Yeah, well, ChatGPT is already like that. I already do it sometimes. Hey, ChatGPT, I'm thinking about moving here or moving there to this city. What's the pros and cons? Well, in New York City, I tell you a whole list of shit. You're like, fuck it, I ain't moving to New York. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Where back in the day, you're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go to New York. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna go figure it out. You know what I mean? And guess what? Sometimes you find your wife. Sometimes you find a job. Sometimes you actually like look at it this way. Like Madonna lived like in Montana, some shit like that. She moved to New York to try and be an actress or a singer, and was living in a fucking, with roommates, and she was a waitress, and she did all this shit, and she figured it out. She became a music star.
Yep.
You're gonna see motherfuckers going, "Hey, ChatGPT, should I go to New York?" The odds of you making it in New York is 2%.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I ain't going over there. I'm just gonna get a job and call it a day. You know what I mean? So those kind of things are gonna happen, man. And you're gonna see now. See, look at where entertainment is going, right? And what is showing is that is entertainment is going to more streamers are becoming more the celebrities now to these kids. You know what I mean? And now these streamers, they all do the same shit. They're all doing the same shit, trying to get clout, trying to do this, trying to do mafia thons, trying to do that. When we grew up, you couldn't copy nobody.
No.
You had to be your own thing, and you had to figure what that thing was.
Yeah, struggle.
So we grew up in an era where there was so many stars that did different things. We liked them for different things and all this shit. Look at right now, MTV just shut down.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Shut down. Why? Number one, YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I going on? Why am I sitting there all day at MTV watching for my video to come on? I just go on YouTube and play my video. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Back in the day, we watched MTV waiting for our favorite videos to show up. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Carson Daly. My goodness.
Yeah. Now you just go on YouTube. So that's part of it. But the other part of it is there's no stars.
No.
There's no music stars to push MTV.
No.
You watch MTV for podcasts kill MTV too. Because you used to watch MTV, so you see an Eminem interview or a fucking Linkin Park interview or a Limp Bizkit interview or whatever interview. The podcasts do all that shit now.
It's not there anymore.
You know what I mean? So we're just seeing a whole different time, man. That's it. So
anyway,
that's all I gotta say about it.
AI, don't take us out, please. We're enjoying PGN. Don't take us out. Listen, don't send no chips into our brains, bro. Like, I got too much free will. I don't need all that. You don't need to know.
Yeah.
You don't need to know. But
we're doing PGA podcast from the underground in the underground labs somewhere, hiding from the robots.
The robots, like the Matrix.
We'll be the Nebuchadnezzar. The Nebuchadnezzar, that's what it's called. Doing the podcast from there.
We are streaming. Gotta move from spot to spot because they'll be trying to locate us.
Yep.
Oh man, that is crazy. But all right, I think that's it. We got it because Jags versus Bills comes on at 1:00. I know everyone wants to get ready for some football. Got 3 games today. 3 games today. Ready. Yeah. Patriots play 8:00. I might do a live for that. I don't know if I'll do I might do a assist live for that one.
For which one?
Patriots Chargers. I don't know if you want to do the 4:00 game. I don't know if you're free.
I don't know if I'm gonna be free at 4:00.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do 8 o'clock game.
All right.
If you do it, I'll let you know. Sundays is tough. I do a lot of shit on Sundays.
Yeah. We're getting back into the flow of things after vacation, so I know it's time to talk to everyone. But I think that's about it. Once again, follow us on all of our social media, PGN Pod. At the top, we have TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and you can watch full episodes on Bringing the Real TV. You can watch PGN Pod. And shout out to my boy Reed, where I will be doing some anime on the Straw Hat Podcast tomorrow. 8:00.
You're working on a wrestling podcast.
Working on a wrestling podcast. I'm about to hit up my boys right now, and we about to go live. So we never stop. The grind never stops, people. The grind never stops. Scumbag always says this. We are all working till we die, or until a chip gets put in our brain. So
Yeah. Well, until we become robots.
Robots.
But yeah, man, enjoy your Sunday, enjoy the games, and we'll see y'all next week.
All right, we're out.